Welcome to the beautiful Bali. But when you're in Bali, where should you actually be staying? Well, today I'm going to be showing you 9 different hotels and villas in different places and in different budgets all around Bali. So you can get a sense of how far your budget goes and perhaps which areas would be good for you to stay in. Well, I'm not exactly in Bali right now. Actually, I'm on a private island, but it's not too far from Bali. So I'll save this place until the end. But let's jump into the first place. Welcome to Sese and this beautiful, huge 2-bedroom private villa. So this place is called Bruan Residence. And here you have a very large private pool, and it's actually 2 buildings in this villa. So you have the main building right here behind me. And if I turn around, a smaller building right here, which is its own little room with a private bathroom. So let's check out this villa, which is actually located in one of my favorite areas if you want to be close to all the action that is Canggu and just all the cool restaurants, bars and coffee shops, but perhaps still be on the more quieter side and have nice rice field views. So let's check it out. Honestly, this whole space out here is the reason that we wanted to stay in this villa. I mean, we got a huge private pool here and just this awesome outdoor space. And of course, we have the beautiful villa. But besides that, we also just have a fantastic views of the rice terraces here in the background. And I mean, we basically don't have any neighbors. There are 2 other villas like in this little villa complex, one on like each side. So behind us here, we can't see or hear them at all. So it just feels super private and secluded. And yeah, here by the pool, we just have 2 loungers and a little bintang that I was drinking before this. But why don't we start with having a look inside the, I guess, the 2nd bedroom, which is the small building down on the far end here. I mean, this is pretty nice. It has a little terrace out here where you can just get your morning coffee, sit here and enjoy this beautiful view in the morning. But let's head on inside. So this is it. There's not really a lot to it. It's a very minimalist design they have with these like kind of concrete walls and a lot of wood everywhere. And you'll see this style repeated also over in the main building. So this here is really just a bedroom with a little bathroom connected to it. So this is the main building of this villa. And I mean, this place is pretty huge. So first up, we have this little dining area over here. Just a great table and some beautiful chairs here. And again, just all the time with this beautiful view of the rice terraces in the background. And right next to it, actually a pretty large kitchen. And it really has everything you need if you want to be able to cook. To be honest, we haven't done any cooking yet. And over by the door and the windows, a little couch and a small coffee table. And then we have the stairs heading upside to the master bedroom. So this is the master bedroom and it is enormous. I mean, I guess it's the same floor size as down below. Probably the most important thing here is the huge bed, which is just very comfortable. And the second most important thing is perhaps the view you get from up here and from the bed. Again, just overlooking these rice terraces. And there's a little desk over here, which has been a really awesome place for me to sit and just do some editing and getting a bit of work done. Now, as you can see, the rest of the space is pretty empty. And that's perhaps one of the only negative things I have to say about this place. And we will see that also as we head out on the balcony up here. But as you can see, it's just totally empty. They really should add like some chairs and a little table out here so you can take your morning coffee up here. That really feels like a missed opportunity. I'm not sure why they haven't done that. The next villa I want to show you is located in the heart of Canggu, and it is a brand new 1-bedroom villa with its own private pool. So when you enter the villa, you've got the bathroom right here on the right. So let's just start out here. Pretty spacious and very beautiful design actually. Really like the details up here in the roof and also the texture of the walls. And they have some really Nice use of like natural material throughout this villa. And I really like the colors as well. And moving on, we have a pretty good sized kitchen right here on the right, with most of the utilities you would need. There's even like a stovetop that you can take out and put up here if you want to do some cooking. And then we move on to the living room. And it's a perfect place for working. You can just ask Sally here. But you have this kind of nice sunken sofa area here. First, we're just gonna head outside, as this is probably the star of the show here. The very nice private pool. And as you have probably guessed, the bedroom is upstairs. It's like a loft apartment. And this is the bedroom here. Very large bed and just beautifully designed up here. And a very cool detail we got here is this projector here. So you can watch movies on a 120-inch screen, I think. So you can either just project it up on the wall here and watch movies from the bed. But I also think that there's a very large pull down, I guess, screen down in the living room. This screen right here. And you can just sit and watch movies from the couch here. Pretty nice. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this beautiful, beautiful villa here in Canggu. Now, this villa cost about 100 to maybe 150 US dollars per night, but it really depends on, I guess, same as with all the other places, it just really depends on the season. But I think this villa is perfect for you if you perhaps are not looking to rent a scooter and drive around yourself, as here you're in a really good location, very close to the beach, to a lot of the cool restaurants around here. And even though we are like in the middle of Canggu, it's really quiet here as we're down like a side street. So it's a really nice escape, even though we're in the middle of everything. Next, we'll check out a very affordable hotel here in Canggu. It costs just $15 per night, and this is the only one on this list in this price range, as most places that cost like $10 to $20 per night are quite similar and very basic. Now, when we booked this, I honestly didn't expect a lot. But now we've stayed here a full week, and I can say that I've really enjoyed our stay here, and for $15 per night, this is a bargain and really shows the value for money that you can get in some places here in Bali. But let's check out what the $15 hotel looks like. Coming into the hotel room, it looks like a pretty standard hotel. Although I will say the room is actually very, very spacious. Of course, we got a very large bed here, and it's actually very comfortable. I mean, of course, it's nothing special, but I mean, we got everything we need, really. A small little desk, makeup desk, closet, and out here we got the balcony and the bathroom as well. There's a TV for those kind of people who actually uses those in a hotel. And an aircon, which is always nice as it does get really, really hot. And you can probably already get the idea a little bit here. The view you get from this $15 hotel is actually amazing. Having rice terraces as the view from your balcony is just so iconic for Bali. And to get it in a $15 hotel, I'd say it's pretty spectacular. And here we just have the bathroom now. The sink is outside, as I guess there just wasn't room enough inside. And perhaps the bathroom is a little bit small, but I mean, it's perfectly fine. The only slightly annoying thing is when you take a shower, everything just gets super wet and there's no real proper ventilation, so it's just gonna be wet all day. But I mean, again, for $15 per night, I think that's a compromise I'm willing to make. And another thing that I've noticed, you know how in restaurants it's always a good sign when you see a lot of local people dining at a certain restaurant. Like that's always a sign that, you know, they must have some good food here. I don't know if the same goes for hotels, but almost every other guest at this hotel we have seen have been Indonesians. So maybe that tells you something. So right outside our room, we also have a little balcony, and here's Sally is just working. Hi, Sally. And we did move the one chair out to the other one, just because it's nice to sit out there and enjoy the view. But because we have the room in the end, we also have a really nice view from this side. And we can actually walk straight down to the rice fields. So let's do that and see how it looks down there. And perhaps I'll even throw up the drone so we can see what this property and the whole area looks like from above. like having views of rice terraces is of course like nothing very special here in Bali. But if you are staying in the very popular areas like Canggu, it's getting more and more difficult because people are building everywhere, and of course they have to get the land from somewhere, and usually that means taking the land that was, well, rice fields and building hotels and villas there instead. So having all of this as our view for just $15 per night, I'd say is a pretty good deal. Welcome to Sidaman and to this spectacular hotel here called Wapa di Ume. This might be one of the best hotels in all of Bali, and let's have a look around this private pool villa that we got here. So this is the view that greets you when you enter this villa. And here's Sally. I think someone likes this place. Your own pretty huge private pool here, and just the most amazing views overlooking the rice fields and the valley with mountains in the background. And then the pool just wraps all around the room itself, which is in here. So let's head inside first. And out here we have a very, very large bathroom. I really like this shower here. It's kind of outdoor, but most of it is covered with this glass ceiling. It's just really, really beautiful and very large. But then on the other side, it gets even better with this very, very large bathtub here. But out here on the terrace, this is really the perfect space we have out here. Just some chairs and a table. We've got complete privacy and just most stunning views. But one of the reasons why I actually think that this might be the best hotel in all of Bali is when you look at others of these really, really fancy hotels, many of them cost like 10 times the amount that this hotel costs. Like you can easily spend $1,000 or more per night in many of those like super fancy hotels. And honestly, I'm not sure like what else they can be doing better than this place. Like the service is top notch, everyone is super friendly, the property is absolutely stunning, and the room is perfect. So just the value for money you get here is, to me at least, also one of the reasons why this is probably the best hotel in Bali. So we paid just under $200 US per night here, I think, to have this incredible pool villa. Now they do also have some more budget rooms, which may cost like $100 US per night. And it's very similar to, well, the room we have here, but it's just a room with a balcony. Then you're just missing the outside area here. But of course you still have access to just all of the beautiful resort. So Sally has to take a little work call now. So why don't we head out and explore a bit more of the property here. This might be the yoga pavilion we're coming up to here. Let's just have a look. Oh, they have yoga classes, I think, every morning at 8 AM, if that's something for you. But I mean, what a beautiful building. And I think right underneath the yoga pavilion should be the spa area. Yeah, it's right here. And back here, a little temple. I think you can get some really great massages in there. And then after you get your massage, then they have like a big flower bath hot tub for you with just the most incredible views. Haven't done that yet, but maybe we will. Hello, how are you?
Fine, thank you. How is it?
Which way is it to the river? Down here?
This way, this way.
Ah, great.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you. So I want to try and get down to the river that was down there, just to see what it looks like. Maybe go for a swim here. I think the receptionist told us they have cooking classes down here as well. This is so nice, really beautiful. Got a little private river almost. And right back here, behind the river, is the Sidaman rice terraces. And that's really just another thing that makes this hotel even better, is the location here in Sidaman, which is probably one of my favorite areas in all of Bali. It's just so beautiful, and the nature here is amazing. Welcome to Sunset Garden. And today we are not actually on the island of Bali, but on a very small sister island to Bali called Nusa Lembongan, which is just a 30-minute boat ride away from Bali. So that is why this villa is on this list as well, as if you're going to Bali, you probably should check out Nusa Lembongan. This whole outdoor space is just amazing. There's really just something about having your own private pool. And I love how the whole villa is surrounded by these big walls with just loads of plants and flowers everywhere. It gives it a very nice tropical vibe. But up here on the deck we just have a nice little seating area over here. And on this other side here we even have a little outdoor kitchen area here. But it's not really like we have used it anyway. So let's just check out one of the rooms here. It's actually a pretty spacious room here. We got a very big, very nice bed, kind of little desk and storage area over on this side, and then of course we got the bathroom out there in the back. So if you've ever tried having an outdoor bathroom before, you'll know that it's really nice. It's such a good feeling just to shower in the open. But I guess the downside, at least for some people, is that there's a tendency to be a few more bucks. I think we paid just about $150 per night for this place. Now mind you, we did book it here over the Christmas period, so perhaps it was a bit more expensive. So if you're kind of booking a bit more out of season, it's probably a bit cheaper than that actually. Our next hotel brings us to Amed in East Bali, a very underrated place that you could easily add to your itinerary. And even though Amed is not the most visited area in Bali, there are still a bunch of great hotels here. And this particular hotel is obviously all about the view. You get a beautiful ocean view, the black sand beach and all of these cute little boats along the beach, the palm trees and all the little buildings nestled in between. And then of course you've got the huge mountains in the background. I mean, this view alone is probably worth the $50 per night. But of course there's more to it than just the view, even though it is amazing. So let's check out the full villa. So the villa itself is built in this traditional Balinese style, which is really beautiful, and there's a lot of cool details everywhere. We even have this cute little temple right next to our villa, which all properties in Bali have. And we are staying in the Superior Villa, and we chose this one for a very good reason. We get this huge lawn or terrace right in front of our villa, which the other villas don't seem to have. So I also think this particular villa has the best view here. And there's only like 5 or 6 villas in this complex or hotel. So in front of the villa we have this little cute terrace out here. Hi Sally. And you just have table and 2 chairs, clothing rack, and yeah, you can sit out here, have your morning coffee. But let's head on inside and see what it looks like in there. And it's actually a very spacious room here. You got everything you need to have a comfortable stay. You have air condition, big bed, place to store your clothes and your luggage, a mini fridge, a desk and a TV and a kettle to make yourself a morning coffee. And the bed is very big and very comfortable, which is always important. And coming around here in the back, we have the bathroom. It's also a very large bathroom actually. And again, it's like simple, clean, there's everything you need. It's not overly fancy, but I mean, you wouldn't expect that for $50. And yeah, you even get a bathtub in this hotel, which is kind of nice. It's definitely pretty neat, this huge outdoor shower. But I mean, it's only really this shower part here where you're actually open to the sky. The rest of the bathroom is covered up, but it is really like a very tropical vibe to be standing outside taking a nice shower after you've been out swimming all day.
But what Ahmed is perhaps most famous for, and why most of the tourists come here, is for its diving, snorkeling, and just the overall amazing marine life out here. There's also a couple of really cool wrecks nearby that you can swim with, and both of them are like quite shallow enough that if you can't dive down, you can easily see a lot of marine life just by snorkeling at the top. That also means that there are a lot of diving places here. You can easily get certified scuba diving, free diving, whatever you want, and the prices here are supposed to be very competitive.
For the next hotel, we're off to Ubud, the cultural and spiritual hub in Bali. Now, Ubud does get really crowded, and I prefer to stay a little bit on the outskirts of Ubud, just to be able to really enjoy the nature, the local life, and the tranquility. And this hotel checks all of those marks. It's actually a very spacious bedroom, and in this beautiful kind of Balinese style design. So we just have a little seating area right here. And also a little couch. Hi Sally. And of course, you have a gorgeous view from up here. And you're just in the middle of nature out here. It's really beautiful. So right out here we have a very, very large bathroom. And of course here, the real selling point is this beautiful bathtub, again with the same gorgeous view. And this shared pool area is really gorgeous. But it started to rain quite a bit here in the afternoon, so we decided to chill a bit in the hotel for the rest of the day and then head up to the rooftop for a sunset drink. But central Bali is more than just Ubud, and exploring the different villages around here is a fantastic way to see more of the local Bali and explore the beautiful nature in this area. And this next hotel is located in a village called Bangli, and the value for money you get when you get a bit away from the touristy areas is pretty incredible. I thought I'd just quickly show you how far your money actually goes when you go a little bit off the beaten path here. So let's just have a very quick tour of this place. I mean, the first thing you really notice is this huge bathtub in the middle of the jungle here, which is pretty awesome. Then we have a very nice little outdoor kitchen desk space over here. Sally's just started doing some work. And besides that, the outdoor space is just fantastic. Just loads of tropical plants everywhere. And we have a beautiful view kind of overlooking the valley out here. Really gorgeous. And the little gazebo where we were this morning. And then of course, here we have the villa. And it's actually pretty spacious. It's very messy though, so I do apologize. But yeah, nice kitchen, very comfortable bed. I mean, loads of just chairs and tables everywhere. And out here also a pretty spacious bathroom. But yeah, it's definitely the outdoor space that really sells it for me. It really feels like we're in the middle of the jungle. This place is kind of located in the middle of the village, so it is a very local feel. I think the place is also called The Local, so maybe that's why. But we paid just $35 US per night, and I think for this huge villa here, it's a very good deal. Okay, so it's time to check out this private island right here. So it's actually a very small island that's close to a bigger island called Flores, which is about a 1-hour flight away from Bali. So you fly to the place called Labuan Bajo, and usually people come here to go visit the Komodo National Park, which is very close to here. But it could definitely be worth it to stay in this place. So there's one hotel on this island, and that's it. And it's called the Pirate Island. So it's really just this beautiful tropical island with crystal clear waters and amazing reefs for snorkeling and a lot of marine life out here. And because it is like a remote island, it's very, I guess, basic. It's kind of like glamping here. So I'll show you the hut in just a second. We're staying in one of the fancier glamping huts with its own bathroom, but there's also this very small hut where you then have a shared bathroom. And here it is, just a really simple little glamping tent, essentially, with the bed here, a little deck, where Sally's taking a nap. And then of course, the real selling point here, we're right on the beach and just wake up to this amazing view every morning. There's no AC, there's no fan here. Like when we're sleeping, we just put down the mosquito net and leave the tent open. So a little bit of a breeze passes through, and it does get a little bit hot, but it hasn't actually been too bad. Now, as you can see, we do have electricity here. Now everything runs on solar. But there is no Wi-Fi, and if you have a local SIM card, the cell reception is really bad. So it is a place to completely disconnect. But let's check out the bathroom, which is right behind me. That's all I had to show you for today, so I hope you found some inspiration in where perhaps you could be staying on your trip to Bali. And if you are going to Bali, you should watch this video right here, which is my full Bali travel guide, which will show you everything you need to know before your trip.